Welcome back to Watches Oliver Smith. We're in Scottsdale, Arizona with Mr. George Reed, and today we're going to talk about a new line we've acquired, Roger Dubuis. Very excited about this line. Great craftsmanship. But first we want to talk about what we're wearing today. And today I'm wearing a PAM 98.
The 98.
This watch we sold for 6 years as a production piece from Panerai. It came out in 2002 and ran through 2007. It's a GMT alarm.
Yep.
Got an interesting movement, right,
Yeah,
George?
the movement was actually done by Gerard Perregaux on that one. Kind of a nice collaborative thing.
42 millimeters, great size. And interesting also to the point of uniqueness when we talk about little subtle differences.
Yeah.
For the last 2 years of this production, 2006, 2007, at the 2 o'clock crown, there's inserted a Panerai logo.
The
not
Officini
in the
Panerai,
first 4 years of production. So that's pretty cool.
I never knew that. Actually, Oliver just told me that this morning. I had no idea.
Really
so
neat, interesting piece.
I love the fact there's still stuff to learn. Yeah,
What are you wearing, George?
Today I am wearing not necessarily an oldie, but definitely a goodie. This is Rolex reference 114060. It is the non-date sub with the ceramic bezel. Actually discontinued now. They did the new one in the 41 millimeter. So this is the old maxi case. But I love the no date. I think it wears the symmetry of the dial is really nice and it just wears fantastically. So love the watch.
So earlier this month or last month, I believe it was, we acquired the Roger Dubuis line.
Yep.
And we've been students of this line for quite a while. We've been kind of following it. And we decided to pick it up in our store in Scottsdale. So let me have George tell you a little bit about the uniqueness of Roger's watches.
So Roger Dubuis started as, well, I guess he didn't start, but he rose to be a watchmaker at Patek. He was actually in the high complications department. 1995, he went on to found his eponymous brand, Roger Dubuis, and it's been a weird growth cycle with him in that founded in 95. By 1999, he was actually making his own in-house manufactured movements. Through that, they were actually Geneva sealed. I mean, they were some of the finest movements out there. So he got known for making these really beautiful, eccentric shapes in his cases, but the movement finish was just absolutely incredible. So moving forward, by the mid-2000s, he did the first skeletonized tourbillon and the first skeletonized minute repeater. So he really started focusing his energies towards skeletonization of watches. Fast forward a little bit, 2008, the Richemont group recognized the skills and they purchased Roger Dubuis. I do think Richemont was also looking for another in-house manufacturer to kind of help their line as well. Roger's one of those in-house manufacturers that actually does their own escapements. They do a little bit of everything so they can help their other lines as well.
And it looks nothing like
it looks nothing like anything else in the family. No, this is absolutely a complete original. What I like here, this is the first line that's literally designed to be skeletonized. And by that, I mean, usually when a watch is skeletonized, it's a pre-existing movement. And then they take a few of them and they just relieve all the metal that doesn't need to be there and make a skeletonized movement.
Got it.
These were not only designed to be skeletonized, but it was the very, very first. They're all carbon movements. They are ground up, built to be skeletonized, and just absolutely stunning in their finish.
Yeah. So tell us about the individual pieces here that we have.
So these three, there's basically two lines with Roger Dubuis nowadays. You have the Excalibur line, which we're going to talk about here, and then you have the Velvet line, which is the kind of high jewelry line, which actually we don't have any pieces of right now, but I'm hoping to get some in the future. But first off, you have the Excalibur, which this one here is the Excalibur automatic, again, fully skeletonized. The rotor is on the front. Just
right up here.
Yeah, right up there at 11 o'clock.
Right up here, yep.
Escapement's down there at 4:30. But fabulous. This one's 42 millimeters, so really, really wearable. It's just great on the wrist.
And this star feature that they have now in the movement is kind of their
correct. Yeah, that's their signature.
Now.
You'll see that go through all of them. There's it kind of ties into the whole Excalibur name.
Beautiful bracelet too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this one's 61,000.
61,000 on that one.
Okay.
But Roger also has the production rights to do watches in conjunction with both Lamborghini and Pirelli.
Okay.
So an awful lot of the Excalibur line has been dedicated to these collaborations. This one here is the Excalibur Huracan for the Lamborghini line. Ceramic
It has
case.
a very distinctive look also.
Really distinctive look.
Right.
Yeah, you have the escapement at 12 o'clock, which I've never seen before.
Never seen that, yeah.
Date at 6 o'clock. And then the next one here, this might be my favorite. This is the Pirelli Spider done in conjunction with Pirelli tires. So the Pirelli P0 has been a venerable favorite amongst racers and exotic car owners. This one specifically, if you look at the tread, it is the Pirelli P0 tread. And then if you ever go ice racing, you have these little studs you drill into your tire. It actually has the studded bracelet. So I just think that's absolutely fantastic.
And this lug work is interesting too. You can recognize these 3 lugs.
The triple lugs, yeah.
Right.
And that's something he's actually been doing since his early work.
Right.
So you can see the DNA from his original designs all the way up to his current designs. But the way I look at it, the obvious comparison is going to be Richard Mille. It's a similar look. You have that really high-end components. You have that connection to the car world. But Richard's a designer. And not to disparage that at all, he'll tell you flat out, he doesn't make his watches. He has them made. He designs them and has them made. When you're looking at Roger Dubuis, you're looking at an all in-house manufacturer taking it to that same level. Yeah. So I think there's just a lot of legitimacy there. I think it's an absolutely fantastic brand.
And some of the prices on these other 2?
These are going to be in the mid-40s, actually.
Mid-40s?
Yeah, 46,000, kind of where the line starts. And we can keep adding zeros. They go up to about $500,000. For some of the specialty pieces, they can get pretty expensive.
Well, thank you very much, George.
No,
That's
pleasure,
a little
guys.
bit of a look into the Roger Dubuis line. We'd be happy to speak to you individually. If you're in Scottsdale, please come see us. If you're in Aspen, Colorado, please visit our Panerai boutique. And our upstairs above the Panerai boutique, we have a secondhand watch store, which may have some very, very unique pieces that you're looking for.
Absolutely.
But thank you very much for watching.
Thanks, folks.